Hi, and welcome to BG24 Public Affairs. I'm Gary Malveaux, and this is DeMonte Quincy and Jasmine Burnett.
With tomorrow being Valentine's Day, on tonight's show we will be joined by a Bowling Green couple that has defeated all the odds with their marriage. They will be here to talk about how they kept their love strong after many years.
Then later on, we'll be joined by members of the BGSU organization fandom. They will be here with us to play some cartoon trivia that might have you feeling nostalgic.
Afterwards, we will be joined by two BGSU women who are helping make a difference for technology and those who use it.
Then we will be sitting down and chatting live about all things happening in the world of pop culture.
Keep it locked because it all happens after the break. It's the season of love and celebrations have begun. This is National Marriage Week, and tomorrow, of course, is Valentine's Day. This is why many people are thinking about their significant other and wondering how to make the good times last forever. Here in Bowling Green, Dave and Mary Jane Elsa have been married for 67 years and are still going strong. We are joined by both of them tonight to talk about their relationship and experiences as a couple. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
All right,
Jasmine
then.
will have
So
a photo that she'll hold up.
Years.
No,
67.
67.
67 years. How did you all keep your marriage so strong?
Well, I think it's a commitment from both, and I think you enter into your marriage that way, that it is a lifelong commitment.
All right. And what attracted the two of you?
I have all the mics.
Well, I'll take the responsibility for
Take the
that.
responsibility.
I had been in the Army right after graduation in high school in 1943, and I came home in 45 on a furlough, and the last 3 days of it, I saw the young lady walking in our streets of our little town of Ann, Ohio, and she was the new home ec teacher at the high school. She'd come from Ohio State. And I persuaded my sister to introduce me to her, and we had our first date. And then I had to go back to Camp Crowder, Missouri, and she even answered the letters that I sent to her for the next 6 months. We still have them.
That is so beautiful. And do you all have any children?
Yes, we have had 3 children. Our daughter unfortunately died 7 years ago, but we have 2 sons. One lives in Wisconsin and one in Minnesota.
All right, I'm sorry about that. And how's anything changed since you met Dave? Has anything changed since you met Dave? Or is he the same happy, jolly guy when you first met him?
No, she's improved me quite a bit.
So she's made you stronger.
She has.
I think we made each other stronger.
That's always a plus.
I had gone from high school into the Army, and then when I got out, I was 21. She had a degree from Ohio State. She encouraged me to go on, and believe it or not, I picked Bowling Green State University and came here under the GI Bill, as did a number of GIs in the 40s, and got our degrees and went on. And so she was a support to me to get that. And then I went on for others, and she supported me that way. So she can tell you more about what she's had to do,
All right.
part of it.
So do you have, since tomorrow is Valentine's Day, do you have a gift that you would like to give?
Yes, I do. I'd like to give her a gift. And here, Mary Jane, is the Valentine that I sent to you from Fort Monmouth, New Jersey in 1946. And then I arrived home the next day with a discharge, and I hadn't told you in advance, so it's still in there, the Valentine.
And it's postmarked February 11th, 1946.
Wow.
Now this I did not know he had retrieved.
She wondered what I was doing in the closet, but I did, and I found that among
Very,
it. So.
very, that is so sweet and nice.
So I'll have to look at that. Look at this. These are not like the Valentines of today, I am sure.
Not at all.
So then when I was here at Bowling Green, that first year I hitchhiked home every weekend to see how Miss Lawrence was doing, and then I'd take the bus back late on Sunday night.
All righty then. That's all the time we have for now. Be sure to follow their advice when it comes to relationships. Stay tuned because when we come back, Gary will be here. When we come back, Kim will be here joining us. A powerful relationship. We are here with Dave, Elsa, and his wife. Thank you for joining us, Ken.
Sure.
All right, then Ken is going to tell us some relationship advice. And we have, like we said, our powerful couple here who have been married for 67 years. So Ken, you heard the conversation that they all said, and you heard how they met and how he encouraged her. What do you say, what do you say keeps relationships strong?
I think one of the things we saw here keeps a relationship strong, and that is the surprise. Okay? He did something unexpected.
It may end the relationship.
Well,
No,
but you did something unexpected that your wife did not know about. All right, a very romantic surprise at that. But the point is, you kind of generated new life with that surprise. And I think any time that you can do that, anytime you can somehow make the other person a little bit, well, surprised or unaware of your actions, it can be very helpful.
They talked about commitment and everything like that, and she said that it comes from the both of them. What would you say about commitment when it comes to, I would say, younger people who are trying to, get married after college or after high school? How does commitment work for the younger folks now?
I think it's pretty much the same, no matter what the generation. But I'm curious to see if you'll agree with me here. But I think the real key is to accept the person. And what I mean by that is be aware you cannot change that person.
Yeah.
Okay.
I found that out, but you change yourself some, but
Right.
there's a limit to what you can do.
Exactly.
And you
Well,
accept.
I think you both change
You
as
do.
you work together, and you have similar goals, hopefully, before you even are engaged. Each of you have your own philosophy and goals, and you select that person because of that.
And we were both in education. And
Right.
That was another
So you
thing.
have that common
And
interest.
then with her family. And one of the reasons I'm still here at 90, she won't tell your age, but I'm 90, is because of the diet that she prepared for me and watched for me over the years. So I give her deep credit for that.
But I think it's important, maybe this generation's a little different because there is the tendency to think that, well, I like this person, there's some things I really don't care for, but that's okay, I can change those.
Right.
Yeah.
You cannot.
No.
That person is who that person is.
You heard that. You cannot change. You cannot change that person. You can't force them to change. So is there anything else, a quick sum up, anything else?
One last thing, okay, very quickly, keep dating. Keep dating.
We tried to.
And think back, because we just said that, there are things about a person in terms of personality that will not change. Those are the core traits of that person. However, think back to some of those core traits. Think back to the positive ones. I'm sure you both remember what attracted you to each other. I'm sure that that you remember what it is about each other that you really, really liked when it all began.
And then you realize what you can change and what you can't
You
change.
find out
and
quickly.
you
Well, you
adjust
need
to
to
it.
have diversity. We each have some interests that the other person does not have, but we also do a lot of things together.
We do.
That
We
some
both feel
we've acquired since we became
we feel
married.
we've been very fortunate.
All righty then. Thank you all for joining us. Thank you, Ken. When we come back, Gary will be here with Fandom.
Do you catch yourself channel surfing, coming across your favorite cartoon as a kid? When you were a kid, you swore that you knew everything about cartoons, but what about now? BGSU's organization, Fandom, is here with us. Hi guys, how are you?
Good, thanks.
So can you describe a little bit about your organization? Tell us what it's about.
Yeah, Fandom is basically a club for people who feel like they don't have anywhere to go to gush about all the things they want to talk about. We used to be the Marauders Club, which was the Harry Potter Club on campus, and basically what we do is give people a safe place to talk about all the things they love without being judged.
That's great. So what are some of your favorite things to gush about?
Superheroes.
Superheroes, Harry Potter. Harry Potter, okay. I can see that, yeah.
I personally am a big fan of a lot of webcomics.
Okay. And so when are your guys' meetings?
Ours is every Thursday night at 9 in Olds Camp.
Okay.
2-1.
And do you have any upcoming events that you'd like to share with us?
Yeah, next week is Bad Fan Fiction Night.
Oh.
And the week after that is our Spotlight Night, where basically we ask our members to bring forth any type of fandom that they think doesn't get enough recognition, and then they present it to our club, and that way we get to learn some new stuff about that and experience those things.
So do you have something prepared for that, each of you? that you're going to talk about?
No, it's usually up to our members,
Okay.
and we're still deciding on which ones to do at the moment. And it's also a nice surprise for when they go there; they don't know what to expect yet.
So do you still have a lot of the Harry Potter themed stuff that, like, from the Marauders, or are you kind of strayed away from?
We still do a Yule Ball every
Okay.
year. Like,
We have the
everyone gets to get
Horcrux
their
hunt at the beginning of the year.
Can you explain that a little bit?
Yeah, the Horcrux hunt is basically people sign up, we split them into teams, and we have them go around campus collecting different things, and they have to do something for that. So I had the Devil's Snare, so they all had to have their hands interlocked and then untangle themselves before they could go on to the next one.
Oh, that sounds like a lot of fun.
So yeah, it was a lot of fun.
So you each like organize like a specific part of it, or?
I'm the vice president, so I basically take care of overseeing everything else, making sure it goes smoothly, contacting people when I need to, and
I'm the treasurer. I handle basically all the money stuff that goes along with it. So when we need to pay for stuff for Yule Ball, that's what I handle.
I'm the community outreach person, so I go to like different organizations and other companies and just ask for sponsorships.
I'm the event coordinator. I pretty much just am in charge of kind of keeping things aligned when it comes to organizing big events and things.
Well, awesome. It was great to hear from all of you. And when we come back, we're going to have a cartoon quiz, get our little trivia on. It's going to be fun. So thank you. Welcome back. So now we're going to do a little cartoon trivia quiz. So the way this is going to work is you're going to ask us some questions, and we will civilly raise our hands when we know the answer, okay?
Is it okay if we throw a little bit of bows?
No,
I'm trying to win.
All right, let's get started.
Okay, hopefully you guys watched a lot of cartoons when you were younger.
Yes.
Alrighty.
Okay, so in the Powerpuff Girls, what are the girls made out of? Oh, yep.
Sugar, spice, everything nice, and then chemical X.
Yes, you're correct.
I think it's because he's taller than me.
Okay, next time I'll watch.
Okay.
Okay, in the Rugrats, what is Angelica's doll's name?
I got it. Okay.
Use Stanley first. Use Stanley.
Cynthia?
Yes. Yes. Okay,
They're
this
cheating.
one's a little bit of a hard one. I don't know if you got it. But in the cartoon Recess, what does TJ stand for?
You got me there.
Wait, what does it?
Stands for Theodore Jasper.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
It's like,
That's a hard one.
That's hard.
now this one's going a little bit old school.
Okay.
In the show Doug, what is his alternate persona? It's a superhero.
What letter does it start with?
Yes.
Is it something under? Is it Captain Under?
No.
But he does wear his
He does?
underwear on
Okay,
the
I
outside.
figured it was something like
I
that.
think you deserve like half a point.
Yeah, we'll give her half a point.
Half
for
a
that.
point.
Yeah, you deserve half a point.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Quail Man.
Well,
When he
man.
wraps the belt around his head
right.
and it looks
I've
like
never
that.
gotten that.
Okay, for the Animaniacs, where do they live?
Oh, inside the Warner Brothers tower.
I was going to. I said WB Studio. That's mine.
Sorry,
What is
I got it.
mine?
For Courage the Cowardly Dog, what happened to Courage's parents?
I'm gonna take a guess. You got the right answer, or
No, you go ahead.
Did they vacation? No.
I mean,
Isn't one like an eggplant or something?
no.
Oh, is that some of the?
They were launched into space.
All right, well,
Okay.
that's all the time we have for today. So we'll just say it was a tie. So
Between who?
all of us. Okay. Well,
Okay.
thank you for being here. Be sure to go to some fandom meetings. Sounds like a fun club. Have a great time.
With the world of technology constantly evolving, it is hard for anyone to keep up, but it's especially difficult for older generation to adapt to such a quick-moving product. They simply are not used to such change. Here in Bowling Green, technology has been used to bridge the generation gap. We are joined tonight by Professor Kate Conrad and student Cassie, who both are involved with teaching technology to seniors. Great to have both of you all. So can you tell me what it is that y'all do?
Sure. The students in the COM 2030 small group communication class go to the senior center once a week for about 8 weeks to teach technology skills to older adults. Specifically, we've been using the tablets for the last about 3 years.
Okay, and you're a student in that class?
Yes.
Well, you were.
I
You
have
were.
been. Now I come back as a peer mentor.
Okay, so are you you're an undergrad student or are you
Yes,
graduate?
yes, I'm an undergrad. I
Okay.
graduate this semester.
Okay, so what software or what type of skills do you teach them on the tablet?
Well, it really depends on what they want to learn, because a lot of the older adults, you come in the first class and you ask them, well, what do you want to learn? And it varies from really specific things, like I want to know email and how to send attachments to, I just want to make sure the thing doesn't explode. So it really is catering to them and what it makes them comfortable.
Okay. For you, what is the most difficult thing about it?
For me, I think one of the most difficult things about it is probably just coordinating between your own classmates and making sure that you're giving them everything that they want and need to know, and kind of meeting class needs with their needs, because being in a community engagement class, a lot of it is you have this outside view past campus, past the classroom of what you're doing in people's daily lives, and that's really cool.
Okay, you said mentioning collaborating with your classmate, and you said you were a mentor earlier. Is that mentor to the classmates?
Yes, I help them with their lesson plans and what they're going to actually do at the senior center that week.
So in order to be a peer mentor, you have to have successfully completed the class once yourself as one of these students who is teaching technology skills to older adults.
Okay, and did you start with the program? How did the program come about? Was it your idea?
It was my idea. I tried to teach my grandmother how to use her laptop over the summer several years ago, and it was very frustrating for me, and it was very frustrating for her, and there wasn't enough time, and I didn't have enough structure, and so that's where I really started the idea of, well, I could really kind of partner students in my undergraduate classes and older adults in the community and start to build this project. I was going to say, we work with the Wood County Committee on Aging, the WCCOA, and they are fantastic. I mean, they're a huge part of what makes this project work, what makes it work so well. They're incredibly giving with their resources and their space, and Megan, our main contact there, is an incredible coordinator of everything.
She's super accommodating. It's wonderful.
So
yes.
do they ever come in and watch y'all perform or teach the older adults how to use the different technology, or do they just monitor from the office, and how?
I think Megan goes around from class
Megan's
to class.
in and out.
Yeah.
Okay, is Megan an undergrad, or
she is the technology specialist at the Bowling Green branch of the WCCOA, the Wood County Committee on Aging.
Okay. Yeah, I remember I tried to teach my grandma. Well, I didn't have to really teach my grandma how to use her cell phone, and I think she know how to work a cell phone. And we're talking about smartphones better than my my parents. And I was like, why did it skip a generation? Like, why do she know and y'all not? But they don't have to use technology in their field every day. But do y'all find that it's important to teach older adults how to use these different technology or different softwares on the technology?
I mean, I think it's important. That's part of the reason why I started the class. I think that our society is becoming increasingly technological. And so right now, we're just teaching people how to use their tablets. But a lot of these skills that they're utilizing when they're learning how to use the tablets really transfer to other types of technology that they experience. So we have folks say, I went to pay my parking meter and it looks like a spaceship, and I don't understand how to work with it.
Okay, thanks for that. Thank you both for being here. Stay tuned, because when we come back, we're talking about all things happening in the world of pop culture.
Welcome back to BG24 Public Affairs. It's time for our favorite segment,
Discussion time.
All right, so today we are discussing 50 Shades of Grey.
Well, the movie they had a 10 o'clock show last night. They used to do like a midnight premiere. They had a 10 o'clock show last night. And so far, people aren't.
They're not liking it.
They're not liking it at all. They're not liking it.
I'm not very surprised, because, I mean, with a book this racy, I don't know how you're supposed to make a movie that's only rated R on this material.
Well, they had to go against the odds, against the limits, because they didn't want it to be rated X, and they didn't want it to be rated NC-17. Yeah. So they had to keep it clean cut and a little bit concise, so they wouldn't get those ratings from the MPAA. So now they're just like on the line, but they said some people said it's like boring. It's just you can't do too much with it. It's not.
And I think that's what their problems, because I read the critics online, and with them not trying to make it either rated R or mature, I think that's what's the problem, because people wanted the movie to be more explicit,
more
and
sexual and raunchy.
Edgy. Yeah.
That's sad.
Well, I'm seeing it tonight.
Are you?
So I'll let you know how it is. Yeah,
well,
I'm seeing it at 7,
I read all 3 books, and like I said, I've always noticed when I first heard that they were going to make it into a movie, my first thought was like, how are they going to do that? Yeah. Like, how are they going to do that without being explicit? Like you said, they're trying to beat the odds, and you can't do that. Some people from Rolling Stones magazine said they said it was just it was boring. They said, up tops from her writing, the movie made it no better.
Yeah. I mean, I'm reading the book right now, and I don't think it's anything like super special, honestly.
Really?
I don't know. I'm not into it. I don't
So
like.
why-
I don't like the storyline. The story, it's so thin.
So why do you want to go see the movie then?
Well, because like all my friends are making me go see it. It's not like I'm like, oh, let's go see 50 Shades of Grey. I'm like being dragged along.
Have you heard, like, have you read the book, DeMonte, or anything
No,
like that?
I have not read the book, but I heard there was a lot of hype of it, so I was hoping the movie would be good, but
Not so, probably not. I don't know. That's what everyone is saying. I don't know. I'm going to go see it on Sunday.
God, you're gonna hate it. I feel like.
I
Because you
didn't-
liked all the books and stuff, so I feel like you have like a lot of like expectations.
Well, I read all the books, but after the first book, it did start to become a bore, and I was just like, I didn't want to do it anymore.
Yeah. Well, that's our show for tonight, guys.
Alrighty then. Oh,
have a good day.
thank you. Have a good night, everyone.